Good morning, students. Now, in this lecture, we are going to learn the second lesson of political science, that is the electoral process. So, electoral process is about the elections. You know, our India is democratic country, and in democratic countries, elections are very important. So, let me start this lesson with the definition of democracy in the words of Abraham Lincoln. So, what he said? He said, government of the people, by the people, for the people. So from this we can know the value of the democracy, and in this democracy elections are very important. So election and representation are the two very important processes in democracy, which are election and representation. So if we want to define the democracy, then this representation and democracy representation and election should not be avoided. These are very important aspects. So let us see what is the use of elections. Through the elections, different parties are contesting with each other. They have some ideologies, correct? They have some we can say what we can say manifestos. So through that manifestos they are trying to convey that how their party will work for the people, and whatever philosophy, whatever ideology we like, we thought that this party would do better for us, and we are giving vote to that particular party's person. There are some independent people also. If that independent candidate is trustworthy, then we can elect them in the election, like that. So next is, but whenever we are thinking that to whom we should elect, so at that time what we do, we are thinking about some of the criteria, some of the qualities. The person who is getting elected, what should he do for us? So representative must be trustworthy, means we should believe on him. Then he should be honest, he should be efficient, means whatever work he has taken, he must have that we can say foresight, दूरदृष्टि जैसे बोलते हैं हम लोग, दूर का जानने वाला. Then and he should respect the opinion of the people. If some people will go at that representative, and this is the work and this is very important and that should be done, so he should respect that things and he should work on that. So that is what the importance of honest representative. Okay, then next we can say, so all these things are very important in elections, but whenever electoral process is conducted, that process should be free, fair and reliable, means trustworthy. Whatever election process are going on, there should not be cheating. If cheating would be there, then there would be no meaning to the elections, and the wrong candidate can be get elected, and that is the very, we can say, danger for the democratic government. Okay, so later we can say, but whatever elections are conducted by the election commission, so that elections commission must do some work. But if election commission will be under control of the other people or political parties or government, then election commission will not function properly, करेक्ट. अगर समझो इलेक्शन कमीशन अगर किसी पार्टी के अंडर कंट्रोल में है या गवर्नमेंट के अंडर कंट्रोल में है, तो क्या होगा, वो जो है इलेक्शन कमीशन वो उसके हिसाब से चलेगा, और उसके हिसाब से चलेगा तो लोगों को एक प्रॉपर गवर्नमेंट नहीं मिल पाएगी. एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस इलेक्शन कमीशन मस्ट बी इंडिपेंडेंट, means free from the control of any political person, political party, any government. Understood? So that's why Indian constitution have made the provision, have made the article, so that this election commission must become strong, and not any political party, not any government should interrupt in the activities of election commission. So in this way election commission is very important. Okay, so in election commission there are two main bodies, that is election commission of India, this is working on the central level we can say, and then state level election commission. In state level election commission means whatever elections conducted on state level, that elections held under control of this state level election commission. Okay, so whenever elections have been declared. So from declaring dates of the elections to the declaration of the result, all these processes are under the supervision of this election commission. So in this way we can say the election process is an inseparable component of a comprehensive democratic process. So in democratic process, this is very important. Election is very important. So in this chapter we will understand the structure, functions and role of the election commission. We will also discuss the reforms required to be made in the election process. So let us see. Election commission is a autonomous body according to 324 articles. So what do you mean by autonomous? Autonomous means independent, free from control of any other political party's government, and not a single political party, political person, MLA, MP, minister also cannot interrupt, cannot intervene in the work of election commission. So that is what, this is the independence of election commission. So in election commission there is one chief election commissioner. Who? There is one chief election commissioner and other two election commissioner to assist him. In this way we can say in central body there are three election commissioner, one chief and others as an assistant we can say. Okay, so this election commissioner, chief election commissioners and other election commissioners have been appointed by president. But even if that president is appointing to whom? Election commissioners, but he cannot have control over that election commissioners. Okay, so these election commissioners cannot be removed easily. Only parliament can remove, but there is just we can say the strict procedure, and that's why we can say the election commissioner, chief election commissioner or other election commissioner cannot be removed easily. Okay, so now this is the election commission and how this election commission is conducting elections and which are the sources. So government have made some provisions for the expenses of election commission. Which are the expenses of election commission? Just like preparing voter list, announcing result, appointing the officers, means many such works have to be conducted by election commission. So for this there is a need of finance. So this finance have been provided by government to whom? This election commission. Okay, so this election commission don't have its own separate staff. तो ये जो इलेक्शन कमीशन है उसका खुद का स्टाफ नहीं रहता. So who are helping to this election commission? Do you know? Just like government officers are helping to election commission to conduct the elections. Teachers, you know, some of your parents may be teachers, so they are handling the work of elections on different villages, different places whenever there would be elections. Then other employees. So in this way all these government employees, we can say teachers and other officers, are helping to election commission to do their work properly. So dear students, this is all for today. Remaining we will see in next video. Thank you very much.